everyone. I'm Miss Heather and I'm the Children's Specialist at the Tewksbury Public Library. Welcome to our first Maker Craft of the summer. Today we're going to be making rainbows in a jar. Let's get ready. So for your materials, you'll need some salt. It could be iodized salt, it could be regular salt, whatever you have on hand. If you don't have any salt, you are also welcome to use sugar, just regular fine white sugar. You'll need some chalk. You can use sidewalk chalk or you can use smaller chalk, like what people used to use at school. And you need a jar. Big, small, anything will do. You can also use a recycled jar. You just want to make sure that it's clean and really dry because you don't want any water to get inside your jar. If it does, that could ruin your rainbow. Let's get started. Something important to know about the salt and the sugar is that once you start coloring with chalk, it's not safe to eat anymore. So even if it looks beautiful, please don't eat it. To color your salt or your sugar, take a piece of chalk, hold it sideways, and put your other hand on for support. You're gonna color right on top of the salt or sugar using short, quick little strokes. And that will help you keep your paper from getting bunched up, which could leave you with a mess on your hands if that happens. And I like to kind of start on the outside and work my way in. I find that helps keep my paper flat and get all of my salt colored. It's okay if some of it's a little bit white. Like you can see in here, there's some lighter pieces. That's okay, that actually helps give it a nice depth of color. And you want to keep going, getting all of your salt or sugar colored to your heart's content. And once you have a shade that you like, you can take the paper and bend up the sides. And you can also bend in the other sides. And then you want to get your jar and use that same kind of bending technique again and pour your first color right into the jar. All right. I like to shake my jar a little bit and tap it up just a little bit, and that helps to get it all nice and even in one layer. So you can see that right there on the bottom of my jar. It's now all a reddish pink. Once you've got your first layer in the jar, repeat the process with a different color, and that way you can make a nice pattern. Now I've got my orange. I'm going to use my paper and bend it up again. Get that right inside the jar so I can start working on my rainbow. Give that a little shake, a little tap tap, and that looks pretty nice. Now I've got two layers. Of course, next is yellow. I've got some here. And I didn't have quite enough yellow. You can see, you really only see it on one side. You don't see it all the way around. So I'm going to make some more yellow. And that's okay. You can always go back and make more of whatever color you need. Get my salt. Get my yellow. And just get it all nice and colored up. And again, the short little strokes. And you can see it turns pretty quickly. Should be almost there. All right, you can even blend in some of the salt that didn't get as colored. Make it look like one nice even color. So now I'll bend up my paper again, get my jar ready, do the bend, and get that right inside my jar. That looks a lot better. Definitely have more of an even layer. Do a little shake. Check out the side. Hey, that's looking pretty good. All right, I am ready to pour in my green. Here we go, let's get that inside. All right, little shake, little tap. I think that looks pretty good, but I think I would like my green, maybe not. Let's keep going, and I'm gonna add in some blue next. I'm ready to add in my blue. Pour that right inside. And let's see, just a gentle shake and a gentle tap to get them all nice and flat, even layers. And that is looking pretty good. I think I can even add in some more blue before I do my purple. So you know what to do. Get some more salt or sugar. Pour some on your page. Get your chalk, and let's get coloring. All right, I'm ready to add in some more blue. Let's see how it goes. I like that a lot better. You can see more of the blue on the sides. And it's really coming out to be a true rainbow. So of course now we need some purple. I'm gonna get a new piece of paper ready, some more salt, and let's make some purple. So I am getting ready to pour the last color that I can fit in my jar inside. If you only have 2 colors, that's okay. You can make a really nice pattern even with just 2 colors. Give a little shake, little tap tap, and let's check out and see how it looks. All right, that looks pretty good to me. So now this is the fun part. You can get really creative and fancy doing some different patterns on your jar. So you can take a paintbrush or something skinny, maybe you have like a toothpick or a colored pencil, and you can push down right along the sides of the jar. And all the colors will come down and make a really nice effect on the sides. So I'm just going to turn it and push it down every so often. I might even push this one down again, maybe again, just to see what happens. I'm going to turn it and push it down, and down again, down again. That looks pretty cool to me. Turn it again and make some patterns and designs. And this will just bring your rainbow up to a whole nother level. Now, of course, if you don't want these to go on your sides, you don't have to do this at all. You could just keep it really nice and plain so we can see the layers of your rainbow or whatever colors you have. Or you can get creative and bring down the sides. It almost makes for a tie-dye effect. And once you're all done, you want to put the lid on really tight. For this, you might need a grown-up to help you because you don't want any of that salt to move. You want it to look exactly how it did when you put it in the jar. And there you have it. Today we made rainbows in a jar, just using some simple ingredients you might already have at home. This is how mine turned out. Just salt, chalk, and a jar. I hope yours turned out in a way that you like. Next Friday we'll be making marshmallow launchers, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you can check out some science videos on this same YouTube channel, and they'll also be shared on our Facebook. And science videos come out on Wednesdays. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!